My name is Jairo Murcia. I'm an architect, business administration, and investor in real estate. Um, Again, another video to enforce education for the beginners about different topics. We start today real estate simple. Simple, okay? So the idea today is explain a little history about real estate. All right, we started about 50 years ago. 50 years ago, you go at the 50 years ago, the lady and her husband go to the bank. They looking for the house first. They look in the house for the house because they wanted to buy a house. In that time, they looking for the house first. Later, they go to the bank, and the bank is a local institution. This is the bank. They looking for the house first, and because they don't have enough money, they go to the bank to request for the loan. Okay, there's a simple way. The couple married, go looking for the house. They don't have enough money. They go to the bank and they request a loan with the 5%, 10% down, or 20% down. Simple like today. It's almost the same thing. The difference is in that time the bank is small. The bank, they know these guys. They have a little history about credit. They give you, previous to that day, they give you a loan to buy the tractor or the little bicycle or a stove or different stuff. And but the major point is 50 years ago, it's like local banks, and they know the people. They know where they live. They know what they're doing. They know how many kids they have, or they have kids or don't have a kids. They know very simple. They more family. They meet at the same place, do the transactions. They apply. They give the paper. They give you a paper. They explain everything, sign the paper, and the bank keep the note. So keep the paper to hold the house in case they don't want to pay. They sign another paper for the bank can have possession for the house, sell, and put the money back. It's very simple. That's the way real estate started. They build it up the houses. The bank they give you a loan. The ladies looking for the house, and the people they do the mortgage for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Later, how one guy, remember in previous videos we had to learn different things. This Wall Street, they create something they call like a pool. So I try to explain the simple way. This is a pool, and this pool they create is no water in there. Yes, money, my friend. A lot of money. Millions, billions, billions. Yeah, too many zeros, too many zeros. A lot of money in this pool. They create that one because the way they fill it out that one, they saw two different around the country, around the world. All they offer like 5%, something the people they like to invest the money in that pool. There's that money coming from retired, from 401ks, for different kind investors to make money in that pool and make the money and put the money, and they put a number. They collect $21 billion or whatever. There's a lot of billions, a lot of $millions right there. After they create in Wall Street the funds, they start show this to the big bankers, calling Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Washington Mutual, Chase, the big. I don't know exactly how many, but for sure you can count in one hands, in two hands, about 10, 12, not too many. Those guys, those banks, different Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all these big fish, they control the money and give the loan for the people. When they start this, we go to the next step, to the next one. After they create the pool, after they saw all the papers in Wall Street, they have to give you a loan for everybody because it's a lot of money. They put the numbers together, and the people they supposed to from $100,000, for example, they have to make like 28% for the house. In other words, again, to make simple, is the people want to buy a house or request the loan from those banks, they have to have a perfect credit, real money about the paperwork they sign, about the taxes, how much they make, how much the expenses, how much how much the percentage for the credit, all the paperwork they have to fill it out in the application for they can remember again. This is the pool, this is the bank. For example, Bank of America, the other banks, they start giving the credit for one person right here. The same thing, sometimes one person or two person, they give the loan. When this guy put the application, they ask for any percent, 28%, and they don't make enough money. That's today. That's today's example. 50 years ago, you go to the small bank, to the corner, they know you, they trust you, and they give you a loan more easy. Today, it's different deal. You can do it by the internet. You don't watch the people. You don't see who is receive the application. Almost everything is filled out in the internet. But the numbers, they have to have covered these numbers to have everything perfect for they can have a loan. The problem with that is a lot of people, for the numbers they request in this pool to they can give you the loan, the 95% the people is no approve, because they supposed to make $15,000 a month. and they can make they make just 5,000 a month. So they don't give you the approve. But the system put something very funny, because they don't receive the approve. They create this one. No matter what, they have the money already. Right here they have the money. They have to give it to somebody, because these guys is no approved. They design another system and create under these banks lenders, 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 lenders. Too many lenders, too many people to make the loan for different houses, for this. Yeah, too many. And this lender have another bank, and this one have another lenders, and this one have another small banks, and this one have another small banks, and they have more lenders, more lenders, more lenders. The point of this, because they cannot approve right away, they offer different deal. They say, okay, because we don't receive any approve for the many people we need it, because they need receive the approve. They need start drip all the money they have in the pool. In that case, they say, okay, all these little lenders, they say, okay, we working on create under these banks another small banks, different banks, different banks, different banks, so they can start using this money, because they have to pay to the people invest money in the pool, like 5% or 3% or 4%, whatever amount they promise, they have to release all the money from this pool. They start do another one about the credit report. And the credit report is like 750, 700, 650, and 600. And they say if you have the credit report for about 650, that's okay. You can approve for the house, no matter what, how much you make it. That's why they cheating, because they put in trouble the people. Too many people, they sign all the paperwork, they fill it out, they sign all the paperwork, they buy the house, but they don't have idea what's really going on. And normally the problem is a lot of those people, a lot of percent, like 80%, from that people buy houses, they don't have idea. They don't have idea how much they have to work, how much they have to pay for your house. In 15 years, in 10 years, when the economy go circle, because they do this, they know this pool, the one we're talking about, full in money, they know later in 15 or 18 years that one fail, because have too many in the street, they cannot make the payments for the house. That's why when the economy about the houses, the people, they do something like this. They say, if you have to start to learn about this is in one this is for example the years. This is 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This, for example, this is the year 2000. This is 2008. This, the houses, the price in the 2000 is around here. Example, this house cost $200,000. In 2008, the people, they cannot pay the houses. The value of the house go in $150,000, the same house. And in a couple years, they return the price and come back again. You have to learn, if you are new in real estate, you have to start learn about this, because when you start your business or you talking to somebody and say, I'm going to buy real estate, say, oh, no, I remember my sister, my aunt, my uncle, they try to start the business and they go in trouble, they lose the house, they lose the money, they lose everything. But if you have education, if you listen to me, you pay attention, you know what you're doing, and this later you don't have any trouble. You buy one house right here in $200,000, you keep it, you keep your payments, you have somebody pay rent here. When you have your house here, the rent is about $1,600 a month. When the economy go down, the people pay maybe $1,700, because the people, they lose the house, they have to looking for rent property. You keep your house, you don't sell. Later, the same house costs $250,000. In that moment, you can sell the house, and maybe you have balance zero or maybe 50,000 only. In that moment, you make money. But again, you have to learn. But the people, they don't have idea about real estate. They want is the house. This is the dream house. They want a dream with your only house for your family. They buy the house. When they receive the paper from the city, from the taxes, and they say your house, the value is $150,000, and the paper she received for the statement, the balance in this moment she have or they have is $180,000. So they own $180,000, and the taxes office told the value is $150,000. The people say, oh my God, I don't want to pay the house. If they say my house working only $150,000 and the loan is $180,000, forget it. They quit, they don't make the payments, they lose the house. The banks return all the properties, keep it later, so at $250,000. So it's very important. That's very important. And everything is created for the pool. For today, I wanted to do the last words for this video is, remember, you have to learn for you can have better and better deals in real estate. Today, I repeat, sometimes the people, they say maybe I repeat too much, but I want to make sure simple is better, and repeat is the only way you can get it. The real estate 50 years ago is a small person to person, not too many houses, not too many people have a house. Today, They try to do the economy. Too many people have a house. They don't care if they can pay or no, because they know these people, they cannot make it, they lose the house. Only this portion can have the house after 10-15 years. And you know, this 5%, 10% is the one make money. Is the people, they make more and more and more money. Because if you listen to me and you understand today's mortgage, you have to learn to stay in this area, in the 5% or 10% people learn about this, and in 10 years I guarantee you have a lot of money to retire. It depends how many discipline you have to do one by one and have a beautiful result. Thank you for watching. My name is Jairo Murcia. You can follow me on Instagram, Jairos E. Murcia, or YouTube, Jairo Murcia. Thank you for watching. See you next time.